Go back to being a country of law and order. Have to do it. And you will have, very seldom, but you will have the rogue, we call it the rogue cop, the bad apple, and perhaps you'll have that also with president. But there's nothing you can do about that. You're going to have to give the president, you're going to have to allow a president, any president, to have immunity so that that president can act and do what he feels and what his group of advisors feel is the absolute right thing.
So you read the title, you already know what it is. Yeah. The Supreme Court just basically gave Trump immunity.
Something like
that. So we're going to discuss that and the impact it may have on the future of America.
For sure. Like, comment, and subscribe. I'm TK, aka MC Hemp.
That's good.
Yeah. You have nothing.
I have nothing. I'm Darius, aka Mr. Gavel.
That's fine. And this is Mind the Gap.
All right, so I'm going to go over some of the facts of the ruling. All right, so first of all, they ruled that personal acts are not immune. So anything they rule outside of an official act is still up for prosecution. But they did something new where he's entitled to presumptive immunity from prosecution for his official acts. Of course,
whatever that is.
Official acts is still up in the air, which is the big hang up. But presumption of immunity is not in the Constitution. And I think that's funny because conservative judges claim to be by the Constitution. So they just added that new caveat in there. They're apparently it covers actions as long as they are not manifestly or palpably beyond his authority. In addition, the courts cannot consider the president's motives, nor can they designate an act as an unofficial because it allegedly violates the law. So just because he does something illegal doesn't mean it's automatically unofficial. And the first part that basically means unless it's painfully obvious that it's not in his official duties, it can't count.
And again, all that is in the air.
All that's in the air.
All that is like up to the person looking at it.
The things that needs to go back to the lower court because they basically shifted responsibility so they don't have to take blame for saying what is and what not. So much of the indictment about Trump was pressuring the Justice Department officials by using his power to pressure Justice Department officials. They ruled that was a part of Trump's official duties, which is wild. But they also said Mike Pence stopping the certification of Biden and the false slate of electors, that's too difficult for them to determine, so they sent that back down to the lower courts. And they also said Trump pressuring state officials and private parties, they also sent that back to the court. And they have to, of course, debate whether or not his actions were official acts or not. They also said the district court has to exclude any testimony or private records of Trump or his advisors that even are in the realm of official conduct. So that's also broad. So anything that even encroaches on this might be official territory, they got to exclude that from evidence. And of course, like we said at the beginning, not all actions are excused.
And also, I don't know if you mentioned it, was like even the courts can't like presume, like they can't pry into what he's doing.
Yeah,
if it's an official duty, which is also wild for me.
Yeah,
I think that
he can't like not even his motives can be questioned, or can they be designated? Like you can't even.
Yeah,
like that's wild.
Yeah,
like we gotta call a spade, man. And the main questions I got coming in is
that not wild to y'all though?
The main question I have is what actions does a president need to take that require immunity in the first place? Because immunity means you're doing something wrong or you're doing something illegal. So that's one of my main questions. And the other one is like, what's an official act?
It could be. That's what I'm saying. It could be anything.
Yeah.
What if I choose to bring up charges on you?
Officially, if I do anything under the guise of the presidency, what's not official?
Because I can designate anything.
Yeah.
As official business. Yeah, I brought up charges against him. They was fake. But
I
I was
did
out.
officially.
But I was
it was out of concern of the nation. I
Yeah.
needed to make sure he was thorough.
Mhm.
So
I can use SEAL Team 6 if I feel like it.
yeah,
I'll tell you what, man. When do this go in, or it's already in?
it's already in.
Oh, Joe
This
Biden got work. This is easy.
That's what I'm saying. I know people are like, oh, this is a win for Trump or blah, blah, blah. But I need to understand, anytime laws or rulings like this are passed, that sets a precedent for what's going forward.
Yeah.
And which means that Trump is not the president yet.
That could hurt you. That could come back and bite you in the ass.
Because Biden right now could just be like, okay, that's how we rock it.
Democrats too nice for that.
Yeah.
They're gonna try to fight that instead of just playing by the rules.
Just be like, okay, that's the rule until
yeah.
otherwise.
It's like the same thing when you do with the book ban. It's like, y'all told us that y'all didn't want none of this. Well, the Bible can't be here.
Yeah.
No, we ain't mean that. Nah, that's what you got.
As you said.
That's the paperwork.
Yeah.
That's how you should play it. Like, if that's what we're doing, cool. So when I do something, don't look at it crazy. I will say this though: CNN, MSNBC, CBS News, all of them need to quit talking and quit saying stuff. Podcasters too, because I know that this man ain't thinking about all the stuff that they are thinking that he's going to do.
He didn't even. Well, I mean, because here's the thing though: we still have yet to determine what official acts are. But Trump and his attorney have already been putting in the air what they think official acts are.
He gonna talk regardless. He gonna talk regardless. And what I mean about it's not just Trump getting ideas. It's anybody who's gonna be able to like come up with what is official business. I was like, okay, yeah, that's a good idea. That would help us.
Yeah.
I say this, bro. Between this, overturning the Chevron, what was that? Project 2025.
Yeah.
If this was like the Yu-Gi-Oh cards, I like, what's my man name with you got to put all the arms and the legs and stuff like that. Yeah, they missing one piece.
They just need the presidency. They just need the presidency, and then they got it.
They missing one piece. That because all of this, y'all don't really realize, like, man, he's already at times to me unhinged. So it's like he just go off on whatever he feels, and he feels at any time that something. And he said, "I'm gonna be what, a dictator day one."
Day one.
Being a dictator is nasty work, but it's addictive work. You can do that two times.
Once you get a taste of that power, why would you get it up?
Well, I said one day, but let's see how the first 100 days go.
180 days. That's the playbook.
Yeah, that's the playbook. That's what it gets extended 80 days.
Yeah. The thing is, Project 25 is set for them to consolidate executive power anyway. So he gonna be able to do whatever he want anyway if they get all that passed, which is the
double. That's what I'm saying. That's the double down.
Yeah.
We got the courts. We get the House and the Senate.
Which is funny because it's like, what part of the justice system do they think is being used against Donald Trump? Because clearly the highest office
it's been with him.
It's been with him.
This is a shame.
Clearly, like, there's people in his, like, throughout the court system that has been doing stuff to stall. Like this ruling today is basically a stalling tactic. Because it's gonna have to go back to lower courts, and I think the judge was like, it's gonna take at least 3 months to go through all this and send this back up to the courts. That's well after the time. It's a stalling tactic. That's why they're not even ruling on what official acts are. Because for one, they want to stall, and for two, they don't want to be the ones to say, well, this is and this ain't. Because if they say this is and this ain't,
that case getting brought up.
Yeah, and then you pin it on their judgment, like, oh, you said this was this, so either you're going by his bidding, or you saying he can't do the stuff.
It don't matter. It don't matter. The jig is up.
Yeah,
we ain't got to hide no more.
Yeah,
it's over.
I mean, it's like clearly at this point, it is
what it is. And the Florida judge put off the case until the Supreme Court ruled on what they was gonna do about this particular thing.
This is your alley. It's
just
Harlem Globetrotting the ball.
Oh my goodness, bro. What's my man named Jack Smith?
Yeah.
Oh, I know. He's stabbing somebody right now.
He hot, boy.
He hot, boy.
He hot, but they basically took away, like they really complicated this case. They talking about he can't use
that blew up
testimony, saying that he can't use the fact that Trump was using his position of pressure.
My man out the phone call.
Yeah. Not only that, but just like in general, like the DOJ in general. Apparently, you can, as a president, you can just try to pressure somebody to make a decision that you want. I don't understand how that's lawful, but
I did see something that was like to bring it up, to bring a piece of that up. They were saying he basically can use the DOJ how he want. on top of like if he wanted like to go down to like Mexico or something.
Yeah.
He had like the border patrol, and he said, "Yeah, I'll shoot them." And they was to do it. He wouldn't even get in trouble for the
for the direct.
act.
Yeah, that's the thing. That's why I'm saying though. Even if that, because there's some people like, oh, they just explaining basically what the president can already do or whatever.
No,
what Trump has been advocating for and what his lawyer has been advocating for in court is basically bribery, murder, and fraud. They were asking them specific questions. They said, so if Trump felt like one of his political opponents was a threat, should he be able to send SEAL Team 6 in and take him out? He was like, yes.
He didn't say yes like that though.
He ain't say it like that, but he said under certain circumstances, yes. But yes is yes.
If the president decides that his rival is a corrupt person and he orders the military or orders someone to assassinate him, is that within his official acts for which he can get immunity?
It would depend on the hypothetical, but we can see that could well be an official act.
It could, and why?
Yeah,
yes is yes. He said they questioned the man. They said if Trump or any president was factually guilty of committing fraud like the fake electoral slates, should he be allowed to do it? He said absolutely yes. They said in turn and there's clips of Trump saying, I'll get to it in a second. And they also said if Trump was bribed to make somebody an ambassador, should that be also immunity? Yes. So it's like the type of immunity he wants is I should be able to commit all out crime and get away with it. And it's like, are you okay with that or are you not?
Now listen, man, he probably do feel like that. But in that particular case, those questions was clearly loaded guns that he just said shoot with.
Mm-hmm.
You know, he's saying that it should be he should be immune from doing it. But in that technique, like he didn't say he should be. But with how Trump is talking in these Fox interviews, it sounds different.
And what's disgusting is if you listen to Trump's speeches, the example he's using about being immune for his crimes is the same as what he called a rogue cop.
But it's a little bit like the police. So you have a rogue cop. You know what a rogue cop is? Very seldom, but you have bad people. You have people, no matter where, no matter what. In the church, you have some people that aren't so good, right? But you have people, a rogue cop or a bad apple, whatever. And what they do is they make it so that you catch, so that it can't happen. And therefore, everyone else is allowed to commit crimes, murders, like at levels that we've never seen before. No, we're going to have to do this. Immunity for the president. If you have a president that doesn't have immunity, he's never going to be free to do anything because the opposing party will always indict him as soon as he leaves the White House.
He was like, sometimes cops just go off and do whatever. And then he kept saying bad apples.
Mm-hmm.
And then he even said,
that's what he be saying though.
And then he even said, or like how sometimes how bad people be in the church.
I see this. I did not. You watch.
I'm putting the clip in there. I've seen it.
I'm just saying. I believe he be saying crazy stuff. But
so why would you be comparing yourself to bad apples? And we call them the bad apples because they out here doing stuff that is obviously wrong. Mm-hmm. And you compare yourself to the people that be acting up in church because they be doing stuff that's obviously. Why would you yourself use those examples of the type of immunity that you are searching?
Day one, D. He said day one he gonna be dictator.
That man be telling y'all what he about in your face, and it's like it don't matter.
He said day one I'm dictator, man. After that he gonna be on a clean slate, man. He gonna be good. He gonna be good money. He gonna be good money, man. He ain't gonna do that.
And what annoys me is Trump is on like you would say, he's on a hamster wheel of his own making. Everything he going through is because he did it. He going through these trials because he was on the phone asking for 11,780 votes.
Mm-hmm.
He was like, we just need enough to win. I don't know how a smart person repeats over and over, that was a perfect call. Because a smart person would have never even gotten in that situation. I don't see how a man doesn't make time over a year and a half to get rid of some documents that are his.
I think for me, that one,
I don't get it.
That one is a clear one.
Yeah.
That document case, it shouldn't even be any question with that. Shouldn't even be everything else. Fight for it.
Yeah.
That documents case is
that man had all the time in the world.
Immune.
Crazy work. And then some of them was
I would like to say, do he get immunity for that? Because he brought him in as a president, but he kept him even though he wasn't.
But when he brought him in, he was president.
Yeah.
That was official business.
Yeah, it was official.
Now the thing is, if you hold him, you hold him past your official duties. Yeah. I mean, so that's what the court's gonna decide on. So
that's gonna be a crazy time.
Know, man.
Y'all enjoy that. We can enjoy that.
I also don't think we gotta do away with this. I don't think our Supreme Court should be bipartisan.
No.
At all. If your duty is to observe the law, it shouldn't swing one way or the other. It should either, is this in the Constitution or is it not? And if we are forced to have a multi-partisan Supreme Court, it's gotta be like 3-3-3 or something.
I was thinking about that. It was like I was thinking that what if you just had like Supreme Court justices that just had no affiliation with no side? I mean, I know it's hard to even fathom how you would do that, but I would think so that you should be able to get like maybe 7 independents or something.
Yeah,
people that are just
not with it.
Because even though they independents, you only gonna get Democratic or Republican type cases. So I don't know how that works.
But you can also play the game like, I'm an independent.
No, I'm saying if it's all honest. Yeah, just if it's
on the board.
Because I was like, man, this is not fair for either party to have. It should be like an even number, whereas like in Bleach, where you got like the 13 guard, and then you got that 1 guard above it, and then you got Soul King. Supreme Court needs Soul King. They need that one person to be like, y'all can't figure it out, I'll figure it out for you. 3 Republicans, 3 Democrats, and whatever that person would be. Just a non-affiliate. Just how he or she just reads it. It's like, okay, I feel like this is this. Bam.
I don't think anybody want that heat. Because if I'd take it if they give it to me. But I'm a different type of person. I wear it all. You know what I'm saying? But it's a lot of pressure to decide what direction of the country going. And I think they're not willing to. I think that's the whole point. Is they don't want that like one person to be like the person they point to. Like, oh, you the one that struck down Roe v. Wade.
I think but you gotta be a soul, boy. You gotta be a soldier, boy.
Because they gonna put it all on you. Like, if y'all.
But I think that would work because it would everybody needs something to fight against. Sometimes it'll feel like that Democrats and Republicans can point a finger at something else and actually come together and have something. Yeah.
Sound like a movie. I'm gonna take over the government. I'm become the Soul King.
Yeah.
And I'm just gonna make all of this decisions. I'm gonna have the final say.
Yeah, I'm gonna unite y'all through your dislike towards what I do. I don't know, man. It's just we going down a hill that I don't know how far we going. Yeah, bro. There's a cliff, I feel.
Like, cause the vagueness around what they said is the dangerous part. And like at this point, I don't want to hear any more Crooked Joe.
You know what?
Crooked Joe.
No, but I want to hear that.
You are literally trying to hype up a man who's saying I should be able to get away with crime.
Bro, I don't want to hear that.
But somehow
I don't even want to hear you say the system against.
Yeah, because the system is clearly working for him.
Yeah.
And at the same time, if Trump was using, like, let's say he was pressuring people to like pursue Joe Biden and whatever, do you think they'd have a problem with that? They think it was justified.
Official.
It's official. And they believe he crooked. This man doing crooked stuff right in front of your face. It's political persecution.
That'd be crazy, bro. You can literally see this, but it's just like this is the same thing with that Drake and Kendrick. Mm-hmm. We see the video of my man being weird. Yeah. That's my guy. But you're like, but he hits his queen. Mm-hmm. We have nothing near what that look like, but you're still gonna bash that over this, even if both of them was true, this is still the worst. Yeah. But you like, nah, he ain't who he think. But it's like, do you see that though? Yeah, nah, man, come on, man. He ain't know what he said he did. This don't look fishy. Oh, they friends. You know how Hollywood is. Nah, I don't know. Do you?
You know how Hollywood is.
It's just a combination of things of how people defend the thing they believe in. Almost like a religion. It's almost like a religion, how people praise and justify or cover up the crimes or like the inconsistencies of a person's speech.
Yeah.
If you just listen to Trump, the stuff that he says over here doesn't coincide with the things that he say over here. I remember you showed me that, you was talking to me about that pastor who was saying that his congregation was saying that Jesus was too liberal.
Yeah.
With his words. But this is in the Bible. Oh no, it don't work today. So how do all this other stuff work today?
Yeah.
But this don't do that.
We so far beyond the pale that not even Jesus has a chance. Like if Jesus came back now and was like, he's not the guy, they'd be like, that is a false prophet.
Oh man.
His words, like the whole conservative ideology goes against like Christianity. It's about community, it's about helping people, it's not about riches, definitely ain't about capitalism. None of that works in the favor, but they've taken a hold of it and just twisted it into a way that somehow they are the ones fighting for what's right and what's just. It's disgusting work. Impressive, but disgusting nonetheless.
People just dumb. People just dumb.
And what irritates me, it'd be the dumbest people thinking they the smartest. Like I was going through the Twitter comments, man, it was people just high on their horse.
Yeah, but that
all of a sudden the Justice Department and the legal system knows what they doing.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all ain't trust them before,
mm-hmm.
but all of a sudden you get one. All of a sudden, of course they are.
Yeah. Before they was enemies of the state.
No, they not.
The cabal, the people that he put them people in, and they still not doing what he want them to do.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody's against Trump.
Yeah.
Now all of a sudden the same people you crucified or the same people you was trying to crucify or tear down.
Mm-hmm.
Now those are your saviors, your heroes. How fickle is your allegiance to these things that comes in your head?
But their allegiance is not to them. It's
like those little. That's all it takes to flip you on and flip you off.
Win here, lost there. Win here, lost there. You just got to make them look good. As long as they do it for Trump, they profit. I have never seen a man so undeserving of people's praise. This is why history. Like I look back in history, especially like myths and stuff, and I see how people and I see how people rise. And I'm like, I don't believe y'all.
Yeah,
because I see it today.
I told you, bro. I told you when it took me a while. How they taught us about Hitler, was not the right way.
Mm-hmm.
They should have taught us how easily people are to follow something when they're in certain situations. They just called all them people bad, crazy, hateful, or whatever. Nah, those are regular people. Everyday people
that you would not think would get caught up in that.
Yeah.
But slowly but surely, here we are.
You remember all that time they was messing with election officials, running off librarians, teachers.
Yeah.
Outside, like, you know what I'm saying? We're going to get, like, all that stuff. Like, we was looking at it, was like, well,
they destroyed their ability to think outside of their ideology. We're going to get rid of all the books that say we wrong. We're going to get rid of all the people that say we wrong.
So Hitler was wrong? Yeah. But you know they burned books. You know that thing that y'all like to call Big Brother and all that stuff? If I'm not mistaken, they burned books in there.
Mm-hmm.
Fahrenheit 451, they also burned books in there, and it shows you what they do. Even the movie Christian Bale was in with the gun, it's called like Cerebral or something. He started reading books. They got rid of all the books, and when he read it, he was like, "Oh, okay, this is the government is doing." The government, what party is burning the books?
Yeah.
This what party is like? Anytime you burning books,
that's a sign.
Yeah,
that's a sign. That should be like that's one of the obvious signs.
Bro, I don't. Just dumb.
Anytime they're trying to restrict somebody's access to a different viewpoint, you should be concerned.
Like if the Democrats was saying burn the Bible, which I advise nobody to do. Yeah, or they burn the Quran, or burn like I don't know. Textbooks that say there's only, two genders or something.
Yeah.
I don't know what conservatives read, if they read at all. You know what I'm saying? That would look crazy. We'll be looking at Joe, AOC, all them crazy. We'll be like, why y'all? This looks bad. Like even it was like, this look bad. You know, when it was burning, like LeBron was switching teams, it was like, this is too far.
Yeah, like
even the jersey.
Yeah,
it was like, that's too. Y'all,
like, what does that do?
What are we doing here?
Yeah,
but burning the books is you like, why are you trying to get rid of information?
Yeah,
why are you trying to get rid of?
Does that not strike a?
You are clearly a problem.
Yeah. You are for the banning of information because apparently you're too weak to combat that information. Yeah. When I see people like, oh, we can't have these books here, what I'm hearing is I'm not strong enough mentally to read what's in this book and combat the message they have into it. Therefore, I would rather just eliminate the book so I don't have to deal with this problem.
You spoke to a lot of people's subconscious just now. That's probably what be going on. I just feel this.
There's no book, no film, no audio that I'm not willing to listen to and grapple with. If it changes your mind, guess what? You had a weak idea. Like y'all be saying, survival of the fittest. People out with these guns and shit, and poo. I'm the strongest man out here, but your ideas are the weakest around here, and they so weak that you can't stand up to other people's ideas.
Oh, beautiful.
You just gotta admit that we afraid of having our ideas challenged. Therefore, we would just rather not.
Nah, because even with
you ain't as big and tough as you think you are.
Even with that level of thinking, they don't even go that far because it only starts and ends at the feeling. That's it. I just want to. I feel like this is wrong. Hey, you ready? No, but I just know.
Just need a man. Like it'd be a million times where I done seen them get in front of somebody with some sense, and they just point out the weakest of points against their argument. And they're like, man, I ain't never thought of that. Like my man with the unions, and he was like, man, I've been riding with Trump since day one. Ooh. And he was like, well, did you know that Trump is actually against unions? He was like, well, I'm a union guy. That would be important to know. You would think. You would think.
You told me, you was saying, how do you not know this about your guy?
That's your issue, and you don't know that the guy that you've been propping
your
up.
guy's like, nah, we don't want that.
And I guarantee you, if you go through Trump's thing and you look at the laws he done got passed or whatever, and people actually look at like how it affected them, they be like, oh, man,
brother,
that's why inflation is like that.
You look at the ones that he threw back for y'all.
Yeah.
For us. I'm with you.
Like, yo,
you would be like, oh, okay, this guy's
not for us.
No.
Bro, we gonna beat inflation by not taxing billionaires. Tariffs.
We're gonna get them a cut.
Yeah, we're gonna get them a cut.
Get them cut.
That's classic trickle down, and by now people should know nothing is trickling down.
So if you think you paying high taxes now, you gonna get a surprise.
Boy.
Soon.
We already in a position where everybody got to bond together just to afford a house. Like
that's wild.
It ain't good, man. It's not. I'm
good,
telling you, bro. Whatever policies got coming, it's really gonna be it's gonna be survival of the fittest. Either you make it out early enough, or you gonna be stuck in a permanent lower class.
Yeah, you better move. I think at this point, especially if you ever look at Project 2025, and again with the combination of all these things going into the favor of one particular party.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I would say just have your bags packed.
You need a backup player.
Yeah, just have your bags packed.
I've been learning Spanish.
When y'all get to the point where, you know what I'm saying, you feel like you in the Handmaid's Tale, you gonna
it's too late then.
It's too late.
It's already too late.
You already in that dress. It's over. So
I'm disappointed.
Like, comment, subscribe. Subscribe right now. Leave us a comment down there. Let us know how y'all feel about what the Supreme Court just done. I'm TK, aka MC Hammer.
I actually do, guys. What's the quote I heard? When democracy is sick, fascism comes to its bedside. And I'm Mr. Gapple.
and this is MINDTHEGAP.